Hello students, I am VLN Swarupini, lecturer in Biochemistry and Biotechnology from Sri Venkateswara College of Arts and Sciences, which is affiliated to Adikavi Nannaya University, Rajahmundry. Now, I would like to discuss about third BSc Biotechnology paper 6, that is Gene Expression and rDNA Technology. From this paper, Gene Expression and rDNA Technology, we have 5 units. Okay, we have 5 units from which first unit is about genetic code. We'll see in detail about the genetic code, and in the unit 2 we have about protein synthesis. Protein synthesis means transcription and translation. So actually here in the second unit we'll discuss about translation. Okay, and in the third unit we'll see about gene expression and its regulation, and in the fourth unit we'll see about rDNA technology, and in the fifth unit we'll discuss about genomic libraries and few more topics related to rDNA technology. So let's start with the first unit, that is genetic code. First unit in which we'll see in detail about genetic code. Okay, so firstly let's see the definition of genetic code. This genetic code is defined as the sequence of nitrogen base in mRNA, the information for the synthesis of protein molecule. So genetic code is the sequence of mRNA nitrogen bases, and this mRNA is which is the information for the protein biosynthesis or protein synthesis. Okay, so based on the mRNA sequence, mRNA sequence which is present in the genetic code will influence the protein biosynthesis. Okay, and mRNA carries the genetic message. mRNA carries the genetic message for the synthesis of a specific protein. It will carry the genetic message for the synthesis of specific protein by the process translation. Okay, and here important term we should know, that is codon. Here what is codon? A codon is defined as the sequence of nitrogen bases in mRNA which codes for a single amino acid. Okay, for single amino acid, here codon will contain, it is a combination of 3 nitrogen bases, and this codon will code for single amino acid. If you see here, these are all different kinds of codons. Okay, is there any single? Okay, see here, first codon U. U means it is a uracil nitrogen base. Okay, so if 3 uracil nitrogen bases are in a codon, it will represent phenylalanine. So U in mRNA will code for phenylalanine. Okay, so in the same manner UUC will also code for phenylalanine. Okay, so here this phenylalanine contains 2 codons. Okay, 2 codons are responsible for the phenylalanine amino acid. Okay, so again get back to this codon. Here this genetic code is the sequence of nitrogen bases in mRNA which is the information for protein synthesis. Okay, and this mRNA will carry the the genetic information essential for the protein synthesis by translation process. And here codon, it is a sequence of nitrogen bases in mRNA, and this code for single amino acid. Okay, that means here as seen earlier, UUU excuse me, UUU will code for phenylalanine. In the same manner, UUC will also code for phenylalanine, but UUU will only code for one amino acid, that is phenylalanine, and not for any more amino acids. But one amino acid can be coded by 2 or 3 codons. Okay, so amino acid will be the same, but codons may change. Okay, so mRNA contains only 4 kinds of bases such as A, C, G, U. Okay, A, C, G, U. So here ACGU means adenine, cytosine, guanosine and uracil. So these are the codons, and whereas proteins contain 20 kinds of amino acids, and here these 4 bases ACGU are present in different combinations to code for the 20 amino acids. So these 4 bases, nitrogen bases, will present in different combinations to code for 20 amino acids. Okay, and genetic experiments have been proved that an amino acid is coded by a group of 3 bases called triplet codon. Okay, and for this genetic code, different kinds of experiments were done, and they named these 3 bases as triplet codon, which will code for the amino acids. And finally, we have 64 triplet codons. Okay, we have totally 64 triplet codons, or 64 combination of 3 bases, which are responsible for the protein synthesis. Okay, so these 4 nitrogen bases are in 64 combinations, forming 64 triplet codons, which ultimately responsible for the protein synthesis. Okay, and the 64 codons are arranged in the form of a table generally known as genetic code. Okay, so a scientist called H.G. Corona along with Nirenberg, these two scientists, they worked on this genetic code, and they gave a tabular form of these 64 codons. Okay, let's see them. And here the genetic code is the relationship between sequence of bases in mRNA and sequence of amino acids in the protein. Okay, so as we know, protein is a combination of or sequential arrangement of amino acids. So here also these amino acids will this is the sequence of amino acids in proteins, and these amino acids are made up of triplet codons. Okay, and this genetic code is the relationship between sequence of bases in mRNA and sequence of amino acids. Okay, and in the year 1961, H.G. Corona, he's an Indian scientist. Okay, H.G. Corona and M. Nirenberg determined all sequences of bases in 64 codons of genetic code. Out of 64 codons, only 61 codons coding amino acids, and remaining 3 are for the stop codons. Okay, so this scientist H.G. Corona and M. Nirenberg, they arranged the 64 codons in a tabular form, and we call it as genetic code. And out of these 64 codons, 61 codons are triplet codons which will code for the amino acids, and rest of the 3 are non-coding codons, and we call them as stop codons. Okay, we call them as stop codons. Okay, and they are commonly called as nonsense codons or code termination codons. Okay, if you see the genetic code, okay, hope it is visible now, and it is simple to write the codons, but you should remember all the amino acids which these triplet codons are coding for. Okay, so here you should take these nitrogen bases U, C, A, G on both sides of the table, and for this we should write first U of the one side and the first U of the second side, and we should take U, C, A, G in the same order. Okay, if you see the table you can understand. We have U, U in the first codon, and the UC in the as the second codon, UA as the third codon, and UG as the fourth codon. And in these 4 codons, 2 codons are coding for phenylalanine, and remaining 2 codons are coding for leucine. Okay, and leucine also have another 4 codons in combination with this UC. Okay, this is CUU, CUC, CUA, CUG. So all these 6 codons will code for leucine, like UUA, UUG, CUU, CUC, CUA, CUG. Okay, and next we have AUU, AUC. This is for isoleucine, and next one is AUA and AUG. These 2 code for methionine, AUG and AUA. Okay, and here next one is GUU, GUC, GUA and GUG, and this will code for valine. And the next one is UCU, UCC, UCA and UCG. This will code for amino acid serine. And the next one is CCU. And the next one is CCU. And after that CCC, CCA and CCG. These 4 codons, triplet codons will code for proline. And the next one is ACU, ACC, ACA, ACG. These 4 codons will code for 309. And the next one is GCU, GCC, GCA and GCG. These 4 codons will code for alanine. Okay, and the next one is UAU and UAC. These 2 will code for tyrosine. And the next one UAA and UAG. These 2 are stop codons. Okay, and one more stop codon is UGA. Okay, so here UAU, UAC are for tyrosine, and UAA and UAG are for stop codons. Okay, and the next one is CAU, CAC, CAA and CAG. Here CAU and CAC will code for histidine, and CA and CAG will code for glutamine. And next one is AAU, AAC will code for aspargine, and AAA and AAG will code for lysine. And the next one is GAU, GAC. This will code for aspartic acid, and GAA and GAG will code for glutamic acid. And next one is UGU and UGC. These 2 codons will code for cysteine. And here one more stop codon will be seen, that is UGA. UGA is also a stop codon. And here UGG will code for tryptophan. And the next codons CGU, CGC, CGA and CGG. These will code for arginine. And next one is AGU, AGC will code for serine. And next AGA and AGG will code for arginine. And next codons G, GU, G, GC, GGA and GGG will code for glycine. So all these codons are responsible for the amino acid conversion into protein synthesis, okay, production of amino acid and their arrangement for the protein synthesis by translation process. And also for stopping of the process, we also have 3 stop codons, that is UAA, UAG and UGA. Here you should compulsory remember all the amino acids which are related to the triplet codons. In exam point of view also, you should write this genetic code as it is, okay. So next let's see the general characteristics of genetic code. Characteristics of genetic code. First and foremost character is triplet codon. Triplet codon is the first and foremost characteristic of this genetic code. It is a single amino acid. Here a single amino acid is specified by a sequence of 3 nucleotides in the mRNA. This is called as codon. Okay, so here what happens? A single amino acid will be coded by a sequence of 3 nucleotides, okay. And in mRNA, these 3 nucleotide combination of 3 nucleotides will represent a single amino acid. This is called as codon. As this codon consists of 3 nucleotides, it is called as triplet, okay. Hence a codon is triplet. It is formed as 3 bases, okay. Here if you see mRNA sequence, here AUG, it is a code for methionine, triplet codon which will represent methionine. Here it is AUG will represent methionine in the mRNA. We call this AUG as the triplet codon. If it is UGU, what it is? It is a cysteine. So for every triplet codon, it will be a amino acid, okay. And the next one is universality. The genetic code is same in all living organisms, okay. So this is the phenomenon. This phenomenon is called universality. In all the living organisms, this genetic code will not change, okay. If humans have this AUG for methionine, this particular AUG will code for methionine in all the living organisms, okay. Example, bacteria E. coli can express rDNA molecules into human proteins such as insulin. These experimental findings strongly suggested that genetic code is universal. So this genetic code universality was identified in experiments of bacterial E. coli and production of insulin from that, okay. Insulin is produced artificially by rDNA technology in E. coli. So by experimenting on that procedure, this universality characteristic of genetic code was identified, okay. And the next one is comma-less code, and there is no comma or punctuation marks between the adjacent codons. So if we are about to write a mRNA sequence, we write AUG, UAC in this manner, and we will not show any comma, full stop or apostrophe in between the 2 triplet codons. That is it, okay. If you see the example here, AUG, UAC. So this is arranged, okay. and there is no punctuation mark between the two codons. The next characteristic is non-overlapping. Non-overlapping, here all the codons in genetic code are independent sets of 3 bases. Okay, independent sets of 3 bases. If you see AUG, UAC, here AUG is one codon and I will take GUC as another codon. It is not like that. There is no overlapping. It is a non-overlapping. Major characteristic of genetic code is non-overlapping. All the codons in genetic code are independent sets of 3 bases. There is no overlapping between adjacent codons. No basic functions as a common number of 2 consequent codons are present. Okay. And the next characteristic is polarity. The code will has a direction or polarity. That means it's read only in one direction. Okay, we'll read it from 5 direction to 3 direction. Okay, usually we'll read it from 5 direction end of mRNA to 3 direction end of the mRNA. Okay, always in 99% of the cases, genetic code will be transcribed or translated in any manner, or its replication is it's in the 5' to 3' direction, and that's why we also read it in the 5' to 3' direction. Okay, and the next characteristic is collinearity. The codons in mRNA and the amino acids in polypeptide chain are linear to each other. Okay, that means mRNA codon, if it is AUG, then if we see that polypeptide chain, in the place of AUG of that mRNA, methionine will be present in the polypeptide chain. Polypeptide chain is nothing but it is a protein chain. Okay, so it shows collinearity with the protein polypeptide chain. And the next character is specificity. Coming to the specificity, genetic code is specific in nature. It is specific in nature, and a genetic code specifies one amino acid, but no codon specifies more than one amino acid. Okay, as I just told this earlier, any codon is specific to one amino acid. Okay, if you see UUU, it will not code for any other amino acid rather than this phenylalanine. It will only code for phenylalanine in any organism or in any species. Universally it is specific. This particular triplet codon UUU is specific for phenylalanine. In the same manner, all the codons are specific for their respective amino acids. Okay. And the next, if you see example, CCC is for proline and AAA for lysine, GGG for glycine. So in the same manner, these amino acids are coded for different kinds of amino acids. Okay, so these will code only for their respective amino acid. Okay, and the next characteristic is initiation codon. Next character is initiation codon. Presence of initiation codon. Whatever the codon AUG we are discussing as example till now is the initiation codon. That means every mRNA will start with the codon AUG. So that's why we will call it as initiation codon or start codon. Okay, if you see mRNA universally in any species or in any organism, AUG is the first codon of the mRNA. Okay, the synthesis of polypeptide chain is initiated by a codon called initiation codon. That means why we call this AUG as the initiation codon? This has the capability to start the translation process. That means translation means synthesis of polypeptide chain or synthesis of protein. For this purpose, we call it as initiation codon, and it is located in the beginning of the cistron or beginning of the mRNA gene. Okay, and the next important characteristic is termination, presence of termination codon. Here we discussed about 3 nonsense codons. Those are UAA, UGA and UAG. So these 3 codons are called as stop codons or nonsense codons. Okay. So the synthesis of polypeptide chain completed by a codon called termination codon. So any of the 3 codon, appearance of any of the 3 codon in the mRNA will lead to termination of that particular polypeptide chain, or synthesis of that polypeptide chain will be stopped, and finally polypeptide chain which is produced, which is synthesized till now, will be terminated. Okay, it is located at the end of the cistron. Okay, the termination codon does not code for any amino acid. Okay, these are only responsible for the termination and not for the any amino acid. Hence it is called as nonsense codons, and we also call them as stop codons. Okay, non-coding codons or nonsense codons or termination codons, stop codons, anything is the same. And what are they? UAA, UGA and UAG. Okay. So these are the aspects related to what is genetic code and how is the relationship between genetic code and the protein synthesis, and few of the characteristics of this genetic code. So please keep the material with you while listening to the class. If you have any doubt, please contact me. In the next class, we will see about the experimental elucidation of codons and also identification of start and stop codons and few more important characters of this genetic code in detail. Okay, thank you students.